Arsenal 3, Southampton 1. A scintillating performance by the Gunners. What a run of form they are in the English Premier League. And Manchester City absolutely purring. 5 goals for them, putting themselves top of the Premier League. And what a day it's been. West Ham United beat Ability FC and put themselves into 4th place in the league. Look at that table. Man United play tomorrow night with the opportunity to go back top where they belong. West Ham in 4th. Liverpool currently in 5th. What a game on Thursday night we're going to be bringing you when Tottenham play Liverpool. That could change the complexity of this league table. And look at them there. Arsenal in 8th, officially as it stands for at least 24 hours in front of Chelsea. In front of Chelsea. Can you believe it? Big shout out to our title sponsors, Manscaped. You can get 20% off all your grooming products by clicking on the link in the description below. Sign up to our Discord server. We will be sharing the link for you to call in this evening on that. One of the big standout performers tonight, someone we're going to have to chat about because I think he's on the brink of world class. I think he's on the brink of becoming a world-class player already. Saka. My word, what a star this young man is. And by the way, Southampton are no mugs. Southampton are no bang average team. What a performance from him tonight. Again, a goal and an assist. Outputs matter. Ability is like going lingerie shopping without there being any windows. Do you know what I mean? It's there, but there's no end result, bruv. You need to better see it, bruv. Better see it. You're really lucky you get to touch it and take it off. But listen, Saka's got all of that, bruv. The whole shebang. Arsenal climbing. And who says Arsenal's season was done? I didn't. I certainly said Arsenal would come back and wouldn't be in a relegation fight. They have played 20 games, so the likes of Everton, Tottenham in front of them have got a couple of games in hand. But what a position the Arsenal Football Club have put themselves into. Excellent from them, it really is. Man like Zayn in the house who says City smashing teams, how champions do it, unlike you scraping it each time. I mean, bro, like City are good and all, but I swear they've scraped some results. I swear we just watched City scrape past the League 2 team. Only beat Aston Villa with an offside goal. They only beat Brighton a couple of weeks ago, 1-0, bruv. You're going over the top. But listen, Saka's amazing. You're getting slapped. You're getting slapped by Man United, bruv. We're going to bring you back down to earth. Oh, I don't know why I just said that. I don't really believe it. The sack here says, United fan here. I apologize to Arsenal. I've bantered them a lot on the Discord, but they look like they are going in the right direction. Big up the Gooners. And they do. You can't deny that. They've looked very, very good indeed. Let's get the panel involved. We're going to do a nice little intro here as well, because this man deserves it, because he stood by his team through thick and through thin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my wife. I need a girl who's mine, oh mine. I need a girl in my life. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to be my wife. Nobody else, she's all mine. I need a girl. Yeah. Yo, I'm internationally known on the microphone. We got a gal here. We got Kesh. We got man like Jem as well. I'm going to go to a gal first and foremost. Another, probably the most scintillating and impressive performance from Arsenal in this run of games. Arteta's starting to get it right, isn't he?
Yeah, and you know what? Playing a team 2 times within a couple of days definitely gives you an advantage, because you kind of know how they're going to play and a little bit about what you can do to pick out games and everything. But one thing I've noticed about this team since the Everton game, December 19th, we've now won, I think, 7 games and drawn 1 out of our last 8 games. To me, I'm not going to say we're back. I'm not going to say we're going to be winning anything. I'm not going to say we're doing anything, but we've definitely turned a corner. We've definitely seen the team headed in the right direction, getting performances out of Pepe playing on the left wing, seeing Cedric come in as a left winger performing well, Rob Holding playing well today, in addition to Leno always saving our asses, Lacazette being more of an impact throughout the 90 minutes than he was before, even though at times he does fake press and look like he's lazy when he's pressing and he's not serious. In addition to that, our midfield, we have a lot more balance. Today I looked at a heat map of the game during the game, and from both sides of the pitch, you could see that we were utilizing the whole pitch. We were not just going down the left-hand flank or the right-hand flank. Today, we actually have balance to our attack. And honestly, I'm just happy that things are starting to go our way, because it was looking mucky back in October, November, and now finally things are looking good.
Certainly is. Kesh, from your point of view, mate, what's been the turnaround? Because Southampton, as we've said, are no mugs. This isn't like beating Sheffield United away or Fulham, one of the teams down there. This is the team that only a handful of weeks ago were top, and you battered them tonight.
For me, it's self-belief. I feel the run of results have really changed the atmosphere at the club. So a lot of the players are trying to get on board to what Mikel Arteta is actually trying to do. For me, tonight's game was more about playing Southampton at their own game. Like, the way as soon as they lose the balls, they press very high. And today we started that game exactly like that. We was winning the second balls. That's where the second goal for Saka came from. And we just matched their energy. And a lot of that has been missing throughout the start of the season. Like, you saw when you first came in, he was trying to press very high and press with energy. And start of the season, that completely disappeared. So now you see that coming back into play now, and I feel it's working wonders for us. And it's just the youngsters, like, they want to play for this team. They're enjoying their football. And today, like, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Pepe played very well today. But that doesn't mean my opinion has changed on him, because at the end of the day, I need to see a bit of consistency in this guy's game.
Yeah, I hear that. I want to come to Jem. I want to touch on something else slightly related to Arsenal. But young Samuel, again, Arteta's boys turned up. He's done really well, hasn't he, to hold on to this dressing room, because that sort of, in the autumn, it looked precarious for him. Nobody could see kind of light at the end of the tunnel, really. But people like yourself, people like Igal, Kesh, DT, really stuck in there and didn't yield, didn't start didn't abandon ship, and you stuck to your laurels and your morals, and you've stood by him. Do you feel kind of vindicated by that?
Well, not yet, because there's still a long way to go. It's a forward step in the right direction, because 8 games without win is just horrible. But now, 16 points out of 18, against the Chelsea game, Chelsea actually did kickstart our season, so thank you for that. But I thought when Southampton scored the first goal, I thought it was game over, same old Arsenal, but it shows how much we've progressed, how much we've improved. Because if this was in early December, late November, we would have lost this game convincingly. We would have collapsed. But it shows how far we've come.
Yeah, that impressed me. When you went 1-0 down, I think they're thinking, ooh, record numbers. And it was the response that was instant. And Pepe's goal, as you say, was very, very good. But the biggest difference in this Arsenal team, and I think this is a little shout out of the hipsters here, is passion, it's work rate, it's energy. And when you've got the talent out there as Smith Rowe, Thomas Partey, Pepe tonight demonstrated his abilities, Saka, Lacazette, when they work hard, you chase and you win those second balls, you show fight, you grind these teams down with both your quality and your work rate at the same time. I think with Arsenal's biggest issue in that bad run, you just weren't fighting in games, and lesser teams were able to outmuscle you and outwork you in matches. We have a super chat here from Zane that says Saka worth more than Greenwood now. We're going to move on to a Saka conversation a little bit later, because I really want to delve into how good this boy is. I really do. We had another super chat from Man Like Monster. Mansour, not here, Monster. We're going to speak about Monster a little bit later. What's happening to the season? Arsenal were the banter club, but now seems to be rising from the ashes. This is crazy. This is a crazy season. Saka, Smith Rowe, England looks bright, bruv. Listen, Mansour, where's the this and the that come from, bruv? You never write like that. And I'm reading it thinking, geez. I hear what you're saying there, though, bruv. Jem.
Yes, bro.
I know you were a Lampard inner, right?
No.
Yeah. When you see Ollie turn things round, and you've seen Mikel Arteta start to turn things round, do you get this horrible little feeling inside that maybe
He could have, would have, should have?
Why didn't we give it another month or two? Does it make you feel like that at all?
Not really, because I know what Chelsea are like. Let's be serious. We're ruthless. We're not like Arsenal, Man United. We're not like any club, really, when it comes to things like this. If they don't perform, they're out the door. But enough of Chelsea. Let's just talk about Arsenal. I'm telling you now, they are on the run, bruv. They're coming for Man United. Man United are in trouble. I'm not joking. Honestly, I actually think title run is on. Like, I'm not even gassing it.
I can't take
I think
you
you guys.
serious
No,
now.
no, Miguel, I'm being serious. You
Can't
got
take it
Pepe Dino out there, bruv. If he's
Come
playing
on,
like
man.
that against Man United, they
Jem,
are
relax.
done.
Jem, relax.
They are done. I'm
Come on.
telling you, bruv.
No,
I'm being
there's
honest.
banter, and then that's
No. You're gonna be. Listen, bruv. How far are you from Liverpool? Go on. How many points?
It's not a title run, man. Let's have a level of
Title run,
professionalism
bruv.
here.
If
Let's have a
Liverpool win the
level of
title, Arsenal are in
professionalism
the title,
here,
bruv.
Jem.
Not
Please.
a
Come on.
blimmin' chance, bro. Not a blimmin' chance.
Stop
You know
being
what?
stupid.
Listen,
Why are you being
do you know,
negative?
Jem, I like the banter. What I will say, we're going to touch a little bit later because it's already Tuesday. The Man United Arsenal game is only in a handful of days. I'm loving this the way football is at the minute because you just get over one little like segment of matches. You breathe and you're like, oh shit! In a day and a half we play Arsenal. We'll get onto that a little bit later, no doubt.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Today there's one guy I want to put a lot of respect on his name, and a lot of people have been muddying him up, even myself, and at times he's let me down, but today I show why at times Xhaka is criminally underrated. When he's playing next to Thomas Partey, you see that he's a different player. He can get more. You can get more out of him. And today, with Granit Xhaka splitting the defense twice, Lacazette, he could have had an assist with Lacazette and Pepe within the opening 30 minutes. So I just want people to put some respect on Granit Xhaka's name. And I'm not saying he's the best midfielder. I'm not saying he's the best midfielder in the world. Nothing like that. I'm just saying out of the players we have, he is one of the better midfielders that we have. And he offers us more than an Elneny and a Ceballos. Just saying.
Yeah, he's definitely Kimmich level. I'd admit that. I think he's that good.
Jem, pipe down,
Like,
please. Jem,
no, I'm not joking.
pipe down.
Do you know what I think is this? What you see with Granit Xhaka is, like I've spoken about with Scott McTominay, if you put quality around him, he'll have a good game. He can't. What Xhaka can't do is lead a midfield by himself when he's got a Ceballos or an Elneny next to him. You put someone who is world class next to him, and it elevates his game because that world class player can paper them cracks. When Man United used to play matches, yes, when Scholes and Giggs were running that midfield, it was great. But you know what? When you threw in a Nicky Butt, or you sometimes threw in a John O'Shea, because the centre backs behind them were very good, the midfielder next to them was great. Yeah, you had Giggs on the left hand side of the midfield. We're not carried in a nasty way, but you were just surrounded by quality, so you got away with it. If you had John O'Shea playing in central midfield with Darren Gibson next to him and Obertan on the left wing, he would have been exposed to the level.
Obertan.
Yeah, like if you throw that quality out, then you get exposed to the quality that you lack.
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak Xhaka for a moment, though. Xhaka is not Xhaka. I want to speak about Saka because this kid he is bubbling right now. His performances are excellent. His consistency is just growing week in, week out. He's been, even in the games where you were losing, he was the shining light. He was the one individual every week where you were like, wow, this kid is something special. From your point of view, I'm going to go to Igal first on this. How far can this kid go and how good do you think he's going to become in an Arsenal shirt?
Ooh. Bukayo Saka right now is 19 years old. The man is starting week in, week out, wearing the number 7 shirt for Arsenal. For me, the sky's the limit. But as of right now, if he continues at this trajectory, I think, you know what? It's safe to say he's our best player already. What else? What are we going to say? He's already our best player as a 17-year-old. If he continues at this level, he could reach like a young Michael Owen level of possibly player of the season, young player of the year, possibly pushing for PFA player of the year in a couple years' time. That's what I'm saying. He'll surpass Sterling easily within a couple years' time if he keeps it at this trajectory. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah. Igal, he won't be at Arsenal though. Let's be serious. If he gets to that level,
He's on a
Man
long-term
City,
contract.
Man
Yeah.
United, Chelsea will become
Listen,
knocking on that
I
door.
just wanna
See you
just-
later, bro.
Listen.
He's coming.
Jem, I hear your agenda. I hear your jokes saying and I always hear your jokes always, guys.
No,
Where
but
you
you're a
guys are saying,
feeder
why
club,
would
bro.
we
You
leave?
feed us.
Jem. If
Come
there was
on.
any club going to get him, it wouldn't be Chelsea.
Yeah,
wouldn't
All
be
right, Man
Chelsea.
United.
It
Sorry,
wouldn't be
Man
Chelsea.
United. You're a
Never
feeder
much.
club for Man United.
No.
Listen,
You can say
if
we're
Man
a feeder
United's gonna,
club. No.
if Man
Kesh,
United's gonna come for him, they're gonna have to pay big bucks. Either way.
Kesh,
Yeah. Well, they can. They got the money, bro.
He says we're a feeder club. He says
Listen,
we're a
bro.
feeder club. He says we're this, we're that. But at the end of the day, Alexis Sanchez left on a free. Mesut Ozil left on a free. Jack Wilshere left on a free. Ramsey left on a free. All these guys left on a free. If we were a
Nasri,
feeder club,
Van
if we were,
Persie.
No. Jem, the reason why you
Sanchez,
can't count,
if
the
we
reason
were,
why
if we let me finish. If we were a feeder club, we would actually try to sell these players on for a profit. We are not a feeder club.
Don't keep
We are
your
just
best
not run
players.
properly.
End of, bruv. You never
Oh,
keep your
so
best
you
players.
can't- Jem, we're going on the off topic here. Forget.
Yeah.
I hear that.
We understand.
Viewers, tell us what you think. Are Arsenal still this feeder club? Will they be able to hold on to Saka? Can they hold on to Saka moving forward if he continues to progress? We want your views and opinions. Make sure you're smashing the like button and giving us your comments.
Terry, can I just comment on that?
From your point of view, like how good do you think he'll become?
For me, I think, as Igal said, I think he can surpass the likes of Sterling. Like, I know Sterling's had a few good years where he's been a very, very good player playing at the highest level. But I just feel if you look at a Saka to when Sterling was at Liverpool, Saka's got a lot more finesse to his game. There's a lot more maturity to his game. So the sky's the limit for him, honestly. The sky's the limit. What Arsenal need to do is just add a few more quality in this team. Because listen, when you play around quality, you improve at a drastic level. You see that with the likes of Foden.
Yeah,
that's not just because Foden's a good player. It's because he's around quality players.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear what you're saying there. I think Saka's got such a high ceiling. I think he's such a wonderful talent. Sam, how about your point of view? I mean, is this a kid you think could legitimately become world class?
Yeah, I mean, he's really on that trajectory now. You know, he's our best player. You know, game in, game out, he's the shining star, the shining light. Everything comes from him. You know, you see, we didn't play him on Saturday against Southampton, and he played today, and you can see a difference. Jem, I don't know why you're laughing, because you could wish you had a player like him.
I'm laughing at the super chats, not you. You calm yourself, little kid. Calm yourself down.
You know, you're going to see a tiny wiener instead of this little
star. Watch my tiny wiener beat you, bruv.
You couldn't even get a touch against us, mate, and we were in a shit. So carry on.
Don't worry about us, bruv.
You got Tuchel now, bruv. Tuchel's back. Tuchel's going to
Touche, bruv. We're going to win the league, bruv. Don't worry. It's cool.
Listen, what about Lacazette? What about Lacazette? Let's talk about Lacazette. The last 6 games, I think he has 5 goals, 1 assist. As much as we criticize Lacazette, I want the apologies to be as loud as the insults. I get it. Kesh, you always say that sometimes we're too forgiving. But bro, when the guy does it 6 games on the bounce, at this point we have to be like, yo, well done. You have to say well done.
You give credit where credit's due. You give credit where credit's due, but listen, my opinion does not change. My opinion doesn't change. Like Lacazette this is the same Lacazette I've seen for numerous years, where he's had this patch where he goes in a few goals and then he disappears when the time matters. Like, you remember the Liverpool game? He should have scored there today. He got a chance where he should have scored. And when he missed that, I thought, here we go. It's going to be the same old. He had a good start to the game and we just didn't bury our chances, and he comes back to bite us. We need someone who's going to lead the line, who's going to be consistent.
Yes.
Not go missing for a few games throughout the season and then come and score goals. Like the goal he scored today, like that was all Cedric and Saka. He didn't do anything special.
What about movement?
I love it.
What about positioning? What about movement? What about actually getting in the right positions to finish the chance?
And that's also like credit.
And also, he's a crucial part of linking the attack. As I said, Pepe today was doing the Aubameyang role in being a finisher. Saka was being a creator, and Lacazette's being the one that links up play. That was what was missing the last game. When I said the way we set up, we didn't set up with the proper pieces. Today, you can see when we have the proper pieces, there is a style of play.
It's one game, man. Calm down.
I think the
what
system.
do you mean it's one game? Jem, respect our team. It's been 8 games, bro.
He is talking sense though. Like for it to work in the way we play, Lacazette is a key part to it. But when it comes to actually getting amongst the goals and being consistent when he gets the opportunity, he's lacking in that department.
Yes.
But my suggestion is you need to get a striker in the same mold, but a striker that's actually going to be bagging you 18 to 20 goals per season. It's as simple as that for me.
He hit double digits already. I mean, he's a high scorer, but still, this team lacks goals. So.
Yo, banter aside, it's Timo time. That's what you were saying, Jem, right?
Don't worry about my bro. You worry about Lacazette.
No, bro. Lacazette's still outscoring your dead. He's outscoring all your strikers.
He has one good game, bro. One good game.
One good game. He's had 6
I love the banter here. We've got some super chats to do. First one's from Colin. Says Arsenal are back, favourites for the title. Man like Baz1 says the harder the Gooners rise, the harder their fall will be in the end. We had another one that came through that I now seem to have lost. Where you at? There it is here from Jesse, who says Arsenal's youngsters are looking great. Saka and Smith Rowe have immense football IQs. It's and the athleticism of the two things that you really can't teach. Their future looks bright. And yeah, Smith Rowe. I'm so impressed with this kid, and I love the fact that he can wear his socks the way he does. Very Jack Grealish-esque, and he's pulling it off. Like he looks. You know what I like about him as well. Same as Saka. You saw this when Greenwood came in and Rashford came in and Reece James. You see these youngsters come in and they just look like they've been playing for 4 or 5 years at the top level. There's still a lot of room to improve, but the level of quality from these young lads is massive. We're going to open up the lines for you viewers to get involved and come on in a few moments. Make sure you're on the Discord server. We're going to post the link in the general chat box. We'll get that done in a few moments for you. I do want to talk Man City as well. That's going to be the next subject we move on to a little bit because we didn't do simultaneous. We are going to start doing double streams on the Football Terrace when there's a podcast going on and match reactions. But of course, I can't host 2 match reaction shows at the same time. I am talented, but not that talented. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. We've got Indiana that we're going to add to the show now as well. But gents, City tonight, they smashed it 5-0. They're top of the league. Is anyone going to stop them?
They're winning the league, bruv. They are.
I've got to be honest. I got them as favourites. They are the machine. I hate to say it. I don't want to say it, but
I think people need to get their head out of their arse and stop actually ruling City out. Like, use your head. Like, don't use your heart. I know there might be your fiercest rivals or everything, but you've got to look at what Pep's doing. For years and years, I've heard people criticize that he doesn't know how to build a defense. It's only because he's got such great attacking play while he wins leads and that. But the man's building a fearsome defense. There's no argument about that.
I agree.
No,
I think the big question is where are Liverpool going to finish? No, I'm not even joking. Where are they going to finish?
They're going to be 7th. They're going to be 7th after this weekend. What?
Because Arsenal are going to push top 4. Leicester are pushing top 4.
Yeah.
Stop this. Okay.
Yeah, easily.
Banter aside, Manchester City, the biggest thing that's going to hold them back is their star players being out. If their star players are continuously going to be out, and I doubt that they're still going to win the league as much as good as they are. If they're still going to be missing guys like Aguero,
they're still firing. I disagree.
I suppose with City, we speak City for a minute, that they're on absolute fire right now, and I think they're starting to believe again. And we go back to what I said about them earlier on in the year. I said I felt like the fight was gone, the belief was gone, the togetherness was gone, and whether it's Liverpool slump, maybe it is Pep signing a new deal, they've come alive again. And the way they performed tonight, I had the game on my other screen here, and they just look scintillating. They really did. Liverpool, though, look, I still think they can turn it around, but their next 2 games are massive. If they drop points in their next 2 games, they could be 6th or 7th, and they could be 9 to 12 points away from the summit. That's their title done. By Sunday night, by 8 o'clock Sunday night, when all is said and done, if West Ham do them and Spurs do them, I'm saying this now, and I'm going to say it with my chest, and I'm going to say it down the camera. If Liverpool drop points in their next 2 games, they will not retain their Premier League title. Their title race, as far as I'm concerned, will be over. They must bounce back in these 2 matches. It is absolutely imperative. And I'm not going to lie, as a Man United fan, Thursday night, I support Spurs. I'm 110% a Lily White. And then Sunday afternoon, God rest my nan's soul. God rest my grandfather's soul. They're both West Ham fans. That's who I'm going to be supporting. I'm going to go and buy a bubble machine. And I'm supporting them. We've got to, because them being out the way is going to be great. We've got a man like KJ with us as well now. KJ, Arsenal really good again tonight, don't you think?
Yes.
Oh, listen, they're back. I told you, man, they're back.
They are back.
They're back.
Yes. Smoke.
People didn't want to listen to me, but look at that. 16 points from a possible 18. Are you mad? Nah, this team, yeah, we need to be watching out for these, man. I'm genuinely worried about this game at the Emirates. Like, it ain't gonna be no goal over easy thing. Our record there in the past few years is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have not played well against Arsenal in the last how many seasons in the league. So I am not taking this game for granted. It's gonna be a tough game, and Arsenal are the favourites.
We're the underdogs,
don't do
KJ.
that. Listen. Don't
Yeah.
try to do that. Don't try to do that. Yes, we're performing well. Yes, today was an overall good performance. But don't try to say you guys are in a title challenge or you guys are close to winning the league still say.
Now, let me ask you a question, bro. With your current form that you're on and the recent history of performances against Manchester United, do you make yourself favourites of the Emirates this coming Saturday?
I obviously want our team to win, and hopefully we can win. But I just yesterday, after something that Kesh sent in the group, I rewatched that 2017 game where we lost 3-1 when we had an XG of like 4 and had 33 shots. So I know you could do everything perfect and you can still lose. So I'm not going to say right now we're favorites. I think you guys are the favorites.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. There are reasons to be favourites on each side of the thing. Like in terms of form and in league position, being on top of the table, yes.
You can't be in form at home and not be the favourites.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Like at United right now, we are. If we win tomorrow, we'll be 11 on form with Arsenal. So yeah, you can say the favourites because we're on top of the league. But also our record.
The reason why you guys are favorites, the reason why you're favorites is because you have match winners.
Yeah, listen. Plus, the fact that Arsenal are hitting form at the right time of the season, you can easily say Arsenal can be considered. If you don't want to say favourites, fine, but it's not like they're going to lose, man. It's going to be a very tough game. And yes, you've got match winners, but so do you. You guys are clearly showing that you've got match winners in Lacazette.
Name me one.
Did you see Pepe's goal today?
Pepe Dino, bro. Pepe Dino. Don't diss him.
You know what I would say?
Arsenal, dark horses for the league. Don't let these Arsenal fans trying to make out like, oh, we're struggling for top 8. Nah, listen. They all know. A guy wants to say it's in the tip of his tongue.
Charge.
Man wants to say Arsenal for the league. You can see it in his face, fam.
There's no reason why he can't. There's no reason why they can't.
What quickly what I want to say on this is it's been nearly 3 years since Man United beat Arsenal in the Premier League. Ollie's never beaten him in the Premier League. And I get over the course of the season, United have been better. We've got more points. But right now on current form, Arsenal are on fire. You've got a better recent history against us. You're a bit of a judge team when it comes to Manchester United, a bit of the bogey team for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I legitimately on Saturday and nervous as a Man United fan, and I put this on. I mean this. I swear this on my kids. I make you favourites. I legitimately make you favourites for that game.
And I hope to God we do the double over you guys and destroy you guys.
What I would say is, obviously there's pros and cons to both these teams. Because Man United is in a rich vein of form. They're top of the league. Confidence is flying high. Arsenal now, we've got the better results over the last few years at the Emirates. I would say no team is the favourite. I think it's a 50-50 game going into this game.
Yeah, also I would say is being a favourite never suits us. Because, you know, the games we've won, we've been the underdog, you know, like in the FA Cup last season, at Old Trafford, we're the underdog. So we're not good being a favourite. So I want to be the underdog.
Yeah, but you're in form, Samuel.
It's 80-20. 80% Arsenal, 20% Man United. You guys on paper are the ones
all
in
right,
form, bro.
All right.
Just stop coming out with this crap.
No, it's more. No, it's not. It is more sort of like 70-30. Yeah, I'd go more 70-30.
I would say 60-40, 60 United.
I agree. It's about 70% chance Arsenal win, 30% United, no doubt. Favourites. Saka. I mean, we had all the super chats tonight. Saka over Greenwood. I've even seen a few Smith Rows over Bruno. Do you know what I mean? So listen, they're very confident. We're going to start going to some of your calls now. I want to hear
confident too.
What you've got to say. We've got Brandon first on the line. Brandon, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Arsenal with a great victory tonight. What do you want to say, mate?
Yeah, it's a decent victory. One thing I will say about Manchester United is we do have a very good record against them at the Emirates, so that'll make it a bit more interesting. I just hope and pray that Thomas Partey and Emil Smith-Rowe are not out injured, because if we end up playing Willian in that 10, Jesus Christ. Nicolas Pepe finally showed up after... for the first time since he's signed for us, really. He did all right this evening. David Luiz was absolutely shocking, probably the worst player on the pitch. But yeah, I wouldn't get too gassed over it. But I would say this one thing as well. I do think that probably maybe aside from Phil Foden and possibly Greenwood, I think Bukayo Saka is the best young player in the Premier League.
Don't forget Mason Mount, bro. What are you talking about, man? That'd be
Mason Mount's a grown-ass man, bro.
No, I hear you on that. Brandon, listen, great call, mate. Thank you very much for coming on and having your say. Top man. Next up, we're going to have Alex CFC.
Yo, guys, you all right?
Yeah, how you doing, mate? What do you want to say?
I'm good.
Alex.
Look, Arsenal are back. Arteta is the new Pep, yeah? Arteta is the new Pep. And
you can see it in the patterns of play. He's right.
No, but like, no.
Go on, Alex.
Wait. But I'm actually not being serious. Like, okay, yes, I think Arsenal will lose some next games, but Arteta has found a way for Arsenal to play, and then the other. I'm not bantering any side here, but Arsenal are getting better. They are getting better, and you have to admit that. And they're not gonna go on a losing run how they did back 2 months ago. So Arsenal are kind of back. You know, they're getting back to when what I mean. And then the other thing,
Wenger years, bruv. Yeah.
And then
Wait, I hear you 110%. Alex, thank you very much, mate, for coming on and having your say. We appreciate it greatly. Thank you, brother. Next up, we're going to have Arteta out. He's on the line. Arteta out. He's in the house. You just won. You were brilliant. Any congratulations for Arteta tonight?
Yeah, first and foremost, 3 points and against a good Southampton side away from home. But I'm just sick and tired of the guy in the hat saying, "Oh, we're up to 8th. We're 8th, bro. 8th. That's not good enough, man."
Oh, he took my PT.
What are you having to go with me? I'm in it. Me in the hat.
No, the guy on AFTV.
Oh, DT.
Just say DT then. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
But what's it? Man United. I do think, like, it sounds really surprising to say this, but I do think we are actually favourites, and the reason I say that is because of Arteta's pragmatic approach. Because when I spoke to you before the Man United game back in October, you kind of did say that if we opened up, United would have smashed us. But because of that pragmatic approach we did play back in November when we played you when we beat you 1-0, United did struggle to break us down. And knowing Arteta is a pragmatic manager, I think we could get something out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw. That's where I'm kind of seeing the game as. But
my hope is that Arteta starts to feel his own gas and his own height and tries to go toe to toe with us at Emirates. I would love that. Absolutely love that, because we will rip you, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, he can't. He can't go toe to toe.
Anyhow he does that, I'll be happy. But if he does his pragmatic style, his more tempered style, then I'm gonna be a bit concerned, innit? Like, you guys are in some good form, man. You can't deny Arsenal's form, and you guys are back. It's like
the thing is what worries me. Rashford versus Bellerin. Oh God, you know.
Please.
It's just that's what terrifies me.
Don't worry, the model's got him, bruv. Don't worry, the model will deal with him.
The fashion.
I didn't worry about that.
Hang on, Terry. Win, lose or draw, Arteta out. I'm never going to change my mind. He's not good enough. The worst manager in Arsenal's history. Arteta out. Win.
Oh, at least
get out of here, bro.
Leave him alone, Agal. He's right.
No, I'm right. I say it how it is. I'm not deluded. I say it how it is.
It's not good enough.
I'm like Lee Gunner, the voice of facts.
Disillusion, man.
The voice of facts. I want to win. I want to win the league, but you're satisfied with 8th.
Oh,
delusion.
I mean, there's nothing Arteta can do to change your mind.
No.
Wait.
Nothing at all.
Even win the Champions League, Premier League, and FA Cup.
But he's not going to win that. He's not going to do that, is he?
Answer the question, bro. If you win the treble,
okay, if he did that, then obviously. But he's not going to do that, is he? He's not going to get even us into the top 6.
He promised Willian that he was winning the Champions League in 3 years. Never. Never say never. They say. Listen, Daniel, thank you for coming on, mate, and having me.
Take care.
Cheers. I was happy because we haven't seen a gal even semi-triggered for said semi like I was Canadian. Semi-triggered for a few weeks now. It's good. Next up, we're gonna have Sonny's with us. Oh, Sonny boy, the pipes are calling. Hello, Shrek. How you doing, mate?
Shrek. I'm the good-looking version of Shrek.
Oh no, you're not Princess Fiona more. Sorry, go for it, bro.
Yeah, I don't start.
Sorry, go on, mate.
You know what? I'm absolutely delighted for Mick Arteta and the people stuck with Mick Arteta because basically our commitment to Arsenal and Arsenal doing well has been vindicated. You know, all these supporters, the last supporter, do us a favour, mate. You know, go to White Lane, honestly. Because anyone who turns around and says they don't want Arteta for any reason, even if they won the league or whatever, it's not about Arteta. It's not about any one individual person. It's about Arsenal Football Club. And if whoever the manager is, if they're getting results, you got to support them. It was obvious. If you was Arteta out from the start, without him having time to you know, put his stamp on the Arsenal play, then you would not have given any manager a chance. It doesn't make no sense. You know, Arteta's done what he needed to do. He's got most of the deadwood out. He's saved a lot on the wage bill. And next season, the onus now is on Stan Kroenke to back his manager. Because if you want the manager for a long-term approach and to build something, build a new philosophy, you've got to now back that. Unlike Chelsea did with Lampard, which letting him go was very wrong.
Yo, Sonny, Arsenal back,
Sonny.
Arsenal back, Sonny.
Arsenal's never gone, mate. You know, we had a bad.
It's just a bad run.
It's top four on, Sonny.
We had a bad run.
Sonny,
it's a new manager trying to adjust in a difficult season. I'll tell you something. The teams who are mid-table teams have improved massively. I mean, Southampton tonight. What a great team! What an excellent team. I mean, Armstrong for Southampton look really dangerous. Southampton will beat a lot of teams.
Sonny, can you get top four, bruv? That is
of course we can. Why not? We've got the option again. It's mathematically possible.
That's fair enough.
Can you win the league?
What about winning the league?
Well, obviously, we're not going to win the league, but anything because there's too many teams in the way. But you know what? Listen, if you go through Arteta's points tally when we weren't doing well, you're saying it's relegation form. Well, this is title winning form. 16 points out of 18.
That's what I want.
Let's get it straight. Nicolas Pepe today. Welcome to Arsenal, Nicolas Pepe. Arsenal's January signing. Nicolas Pepe tonight was Arsenal's January signing. We haven't seen him before. That's the Nicolas Pepe that we paid £72 million for. And based on that performance, if he'd done that week in, week out, he'd be worth £72 million. Smith Rowe basically was exceptional today. As was Saka, with him, his price list. Lacazette was very good, and the special shout out to Cedric Suarez because you know he was now when I put Ainsley Maitland-Niles firmly in the dustbin. You know, Ainsley Maitland-Niles has got no future at the club. Suarez has shown he can play left back, he can play right back. You know what? If Thomas Partey tonight, that was his worst game for Arsenal. I thought it was terrible. You know, he didn't have no impact in the game at all. But I say Lacazette. Suarez, Pepe, Saka. You know, I couldn't choose a man of the match between the four of them.
I hear you on that, Sonny. I appreciate you coming on the show, mate, and having your say as ever, brother. You look after yourself, and
God help you on Sunday, mate. God help you.
Fair play, bro. Listen, I'll chat to you in a bit. Next up on the show, Monster Ahmed. Monster is a Liverpool fan. Welcome back to the Terrace, bro. What do you want to say?
Just want to say, I'm still preaching it. Arsenal are back. KJ, Arsenal are back. Terry, Arsenal are back. You know how Leicester had that fairy tale winning of the Premier League where they were in the relegation and they won the Premier League? Arsenal is trying to do a similar fairy tale story. They were in the relegation battle in the first half of the season and trying to win the season. Now, serious guys, it's a good form Arsenal's in. I just want to ask a question to the Arsenal fans. Is it a bit of risk playing Saka and Smith Rowe a lot of games because there's a chance of a burnout? So you think is there a chance? How would Arsenal be able to resolve that? Because we see with
bro.
Yeah.
The reason why, one of the reasons why we're going out in the January window to get a player on loan is so we have an option, or at least someone who can compete for a place with Emil Smith Rowe. When it comes to Saka, the problem we have with Saka is there's a big drop in performance when we sit Saka and we play one of the other ones. So Odegaard is also a player who can play on the right wing and who can play as a 10. So he's one solution. Hopefully we can get a uptick in form from Pepe, and that's another solution. But besides those two solutions, there's nothing else really. So we only have two people who can play those positions after Saka and Emil Smith Rowe.
There we go. Monsieur, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and having your say. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Next up, Kid City is here. Obviously a Man City fan. 5-0 victors tonight. How easy is it going to be for you to win the league now?
No, not easy. Like I'm not gonna lie. For whatever reason, I was worried about this game. I don't know why. Probably because of their performance against Liverpool. But it is what it is. Another game Saturday. I actually have a question for y'all. So that second goal we scored, lineswoman raised her flag. The West Brom players stopped playing. We score. What do you think of that?
It's another absolute blatant offside goal. 2 games running now. 2 in the Premier League, 1 in the FA Cup. Blatantly offside. The lines were drawn on irregularly, bruv. Like, I even think once they put the VAR, they superimpose the guy backwards. There is a conspiracy here. Imagine this: 3 games running, Manchester City, who we know are corrupt, right? Scoring 3 offside goals, absolute disgrace. And the first one that was offside, everyone told me Terrace salty. They've literally had to re-educate the referees on their interpretation of what that means. Basically saying, we messed up. We've been caught out for messing up. We thought we could blind the football masses with science and give them this little nuanced reason as to why it was onside. And everybody just went, chatting fart, bruv. Chatting fart. Tonight's goal, offside as well, as far as I'm concerned. Kid City, thank you for phoning the show and having your say, mate. I took that one because it was definitely offside. Epic Nin's here as well. Now, Epic Nin, welcome back. What do you want to say, big man?
Top of the league, boys. The top of the league. Let's go. But anyway,
why do you sound depressed? What's the matter?
I'm not depressed.
Come on, give some energy then, brother. That was the. Do you remember how I chanted the other day when we beat Liverpool? Give me a bit of that. Go on, give me a bit of that.
So
you got two of your hat on as well.
Go on, son. Go on.
Some of my family members are sleeping, so I can't shout. So yeah.
Fuck them, bro. Do it. No, I'm joking. No, I'm only messing. I
was gonna say, a good result for Arsenal, good form, but I just don't think it's good. They're playing the youngsters and everything.
Bro, your sound's really quiet.
Oh wait, let me get closer. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can see you better now as well.
I was saying, Arsenal are in good form at the minute. They had a good result against Southampton today.
Yeah,
having playing the youngsters is good and everything, but it's unsustainable. In terms of some of the youngsters will dip in form, and therefore equals to Arsenal losing or drawing games.
Yeah.
But I think what?
Terry's making me laugh, Epic Big Man.
No, I'm laughing at this in the background. That's what I'm laughing at in the background, bro.
Hey,
we back, baby. I'm coming for your smoke.
Please stop it.
Indiana, come on. I see you trying to bait Arsenal fans out. Bait me out. Come on. Who are we above now, blood?
You're above Chelsea.
You'll be above us soon. Get off the smoke.
Are you back, bruv? Do you honestly think Arsenal are back?
Yes, no. I'm just gassed because we won tonight.
Yeah. I was like, you got clothes on and pajamas at the same time?
Bro, I literally just came in from the coldness outside. I'm getting kind of hot.
Honestly, bro, you look like a chavvy Hugh Hefner.
I am a chavvy Hugh Hefner. Call me the chavvy Hugh Hefner today because we won 3-1, bro. I don't care. We're 8th. I don't care. We're above Chelsea. I don't care. We're waiting for this day to come.
Only for 24 hours, mate. Calm down.
Bro, you're going to lose to Wolves, fam.
How'd you know?
Go there with me.
How'd you know? How'd you know this, bro?
Because, bro, you're going to lose, bro. Have you seen your squad, fam?
Have you seen who we got, bruv? We got Touche. What are you talking about?
Touche?
Yeah.
Touche, bro.
He's too cool.
I know. I call him Touche. That's my new
got
nickname.
Touche. Right, listen. Saturday, Man United versus Manchester United. Cam. To
Arsenal, obviously.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Cool. He said it. At least he said it. At least
with chest. I said about 4-1. I said Arsenal are going to win 4-1 today with chest. So I'll say 3-0 with chest.
So, okay, cool. Epic. Thank you very much for coming on, mate, and having your say, bro. Look after yourself, brother. All the best, mate. Next up, we're going to have AFC on the show. AFC, what do you want to say, mate?
Yo, hear me?
Yeah, Jamie.
Yo.
Man's hungry.
That's a good one. One, I'm going to say that was a tough game against Southampton. And
Bro, do me a favor. So I've muted you. Take your earbuds out or the Bluetooth set you're using, and when you're done, I'll put you back in, bro, because that sound is gonna give me a fit.
I'm gonna dip. Yeah, you know what I like to do before I dip. Yeah, just a little announcement, innit? Guess what? Arsenal are back, people. Arsenal are back. Yeah,
the other announcement, I was going to let everybody know that.
That's for you to say. I'm just letting the people know that.
I'm cool with it, because just so everyone knows as well, Monstar is back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Monstar's back on the football terrace. There you go. He'll be on tomorrow. We'll be chatting. AFC, you back, bro? You're mute.
You hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Come on, bro.
No, that signal's messed. But I try calling back, bro. That I've never seen. That's potato modem. We're gonna do one more caller. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go with Junior. Junior, welcome to the terrace, bro. What you saying? You're on mute. Okay, Junior done. So instead of Junior, we're gonna go with Red. Red, welcome to the show. What are you saying?
Hey, how you doing, Terry? I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yep.
I got one question for non-Arsenal fans.
That's me.
Basically, Jam, KJ. Why are you
just
guys so worried about Arsenal being back? Like every single game that you guys are asking, like, "Oh, is Arsenal back? Is Arsenal back?" Just worry about your own club. Just Jem, just
listen,
what,
bruv. It's the Arsenal show.
pineapple
Yeah,
headed,
we're talking about
Shut
Arsenal.
up,
Yeah,
man. I don't want to hear
listen,
nothing from you, man.
You will hear me. Listen, bruv. You will hear me till the end of this night saying it, fam. Yeah, relax yourself. Arsenal are coming. Title challenge. I've said it.
The thing is that no Arsenal fan is saying that though. No Arsenal fan. You don't hear any Arsenal fan saying that.
Egal?
Come on.
Jem, you're forcing it. You know why you're forcing it?
Egal was the positivity.
Who's telling you?
I've never said that. I even never said that, bro.
None of us said it, Jem.
We're not going to do what Chelsea fans done.
Can I say one thing?
You won't catch, but Egal will.
No, I never said that. Don't lie about me. One thing I said was, you guys said our club was dead. You guys said our club was dead as a club. And what I need to tell you guys is, we might have a poor performing team. We might have been in bad run. We might have a poor team in general, but we're not a dead club. A dead club is a club like Barcelona, who currently have a good squad, but they have a situation financially where they can never get out of it. Terry, keep playing the sad music. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Whoa. Barcelona not dead. They're not. They're a big team.
Real talks. When you actually deep it, the situation at Arsenal, financially, we're not dead. Performances on the pitch, we might be dead at times, but as a club, we're nowhere near dead. So when everyone keeps saying you would get relegated and you could become the next lead, all those things were always never going to come true. Let's be honest.
I hear that. Listen, everyone who's tuned in today, a massive thank you to everyone who's back in the morning again, covering 2 games tomorrow. Chelsea Wolves will be the first game we review, followed by Manchester United versus the mighty Blades of Sheffield United for the United to go back top of the league. Until next time, everyone, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Come on, let's go 3-0 on Saturday.
What is Cam
Chelsea losing?
3-0 on Saturday. We're going to be 3-0 on Saturday.
Take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see